Dear students, good afternoon. Today we saw about the internal structure of dicot root, dicot stem and dicot leaf, then monocot root, monocot stem and monocot leaf. Okay, so already last class we learned about tissue system and the types of tissue system. Now I show the book page on your screen. It will be easy to follow me. Okay, listen. Internal structure of dicot root. A thin transection of dicot root show the following structure. If you cut the dicot root, you will be see the following structures under the microscope. Okay. So epiblema, it is the outermost layer. Cuticle and stomata are absent. Unicellular root hairs are present. It is also known as rhizodermis or piediferous layer. Listen, it is the outermost layer. I, it does not have any cuticles or stomata. Cuticle is a waxy substance which contains lipids only. Okay. So stomata, it's a minute pore which is helpful in the process of transpiration. These two things are absent in the epiblema. Okay. So unicellular root hairs are present. Uni, which means cellular root hairs are present. It is also rhizodermis. This epiblema layer, otherwise called as rhizodermis or piediferous layer. Okay, so next cortex. It is a multi-layered large zone made up of thin-walled parenchymatous cell with intercellular space. It stores food and water. Listen, cortex is nothing but this region having so many layers which is made up of parenchymatous cells. Already you may know there are different kinds of cells are there. They are parenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma. In this region, cortex region, mainly contain parenchymatous cells. Okay, these region having intercellular space. Intercellular space, which means the space which is present inside the cell. Okay, it stores food and water. In this region only food materials are stored. Okay, so next, endodermis. It is innermost layer of cortex. This zone is present next to the cortex. The cells are barrel shaped. In this region the cells are look like a barrel. Okay, they are closely packed. Closely, which means densely packed, and show band like thickening on their radial and inner tangential walls called Casparian strips. So the band like thickening are present in the different radii of the walls. They are otherwise called as the Casparian strips. It helps in the movement of water. So these region Casparian strips are helpful in the movement of water and dissolved salt from the cortex into xylem. So there are different zones are present in the roots. The dissolved materials are transferred from the cortex to the xylem through the endodermis. Okay, so next steel. All tissues inner to endodermis constitute steel. So all the tissues which are present inner to the endodermis are called as the steel. It contains pericycle and vascular bundle. Okay, so pericycle. Pericycle is nothing but inner to endodermis, which is present inside the endodermis. It is a single layer of cells. Okay, it is the site of origin of lateral roots, where the lateral roots are originated. Okay, so next, vascular bundles. It is radial. There are different types of patterns are present: radial, conjoint, collateral, and bicollateral. Okay, so in these dicot root, the vascular bundles are arranged in the radial. Okay, xylem is exarch, which means protoxylem lies towards the periphery. Periphery, which means outside the cell. Okay, so and metaxylem present inside the center. That's why the vascular bundles are called as the exarch. Okay, which is present only in the roots. The tissue present between the xylem and phloem is called conjunctive tissue. There are a group of cells present between the xylem and the phloem, which are called as the conjunctive tissue. Conjunctive, which means connective tissue. In dicot root, it is made up of parenchyma. Pith. Young root contain pith, whereas in old root, pith is absent. Pith is nothing but it is the space present inner the vascular bundles. So young root only contain pith, older roots doesn't have any pith. Okay, so next internal structure of monocot root. For example, maize. So thin transverse section of monocot root show the following characteristic feature. If you cut the root of maize, you may able to see under the microscope in the following structures. Okay, so epiblema are otherwise called as rhizoderms. I already told to you, it is the outermost layer of root, like dicot root. Okay, and it's made up of single layer of thin walled parenchymal cells, and the stomata, then cuticles are absent like dicot root. The root hair help in absorption of water. So root hair only absorb the water and minerals from the soil. Okay. So now see the figure. This is the first diagram image, transverse section of dicot root. The second diagram is the transverse section of monocot root. If you see other parts, root have pyliferous layer. Pyliferous layer are otherwise called as the epiblema and rhizodermis. Okay, so next zone is the cortex. Then inner to cortex is called as the endodermis. Endodermis next to the pericycle. Then the xylem and phloems are arranged in the different radii. The Casparian strips are present. Okay, if you see the transverse section of monocot root hair also present, pyliferous layer also present, cortex regions also there, Casparian strips, endodermis, pericycle, phloem, xylem, pith, all the cells are present like a dicot root. Okay, but there is a difference between the monocot and dicot root in the vascular bundles. Okay, this layer also protect the inner tissue. Next, cortex. Cortex region is nothing but it is a multi-layered zone. It is composed of parenchyma cells with intercellular space. It stores water and food materials like a dicot root. Okay, so next, endodermis. It is the innermost layer of cortex. Endodermis, if you see the parts in your figure, endodermis is a single layered cells. Okay, so endodermis next to the cortex. uh, the Casparian strips are present. Casparian strips are band-like thickening made up of suberin. So in monocot root, the Casparian strips are made up of suberin substance. Okay, suberin. Underline the term. It will be sometimes asked in the one-mark questions. Okay, so steel. All the tissues inner to endodermis. So all the tissues inner to endodermis, which is called as the steel. Okay. So it includes pericycle, vascular tissues, and pith. Pericycle is a single layer of thin-walled cells. The lateral roots are originated from the pericycle region only. I already told to you, like dicot root. Okay, so more or less the monocot and dicot roots are similar, but there is a minor difference between there. Okay, so next, vascular bundles. It constitutes many patches of xylem and phloem arranged in different radii. So the xylem is exarch and polyarch. Poly, which means many. Many is a many xylems and phloems are present. Okay, so the conjunctive tissues made up of sclerenchyma. Next, pith. It is present at the center. Pith is present in the center of the vascular bundle. They are fully made up of parenchymatous cells with intercellular space. Here also, intercellular space are present. It contains abundant amount of starch grains. Starch is a stored food materials in plant. You may know it stores food. Okay. So next we will move on to the internal structure of dicot stem. For example, sunflower is given here. So the transverse section of a dicot stem reveal the following structure. If you got the dicot stem, for example, sunflower stem, you may able to see the following structures under the microscope. First, epidermis. It is the outermost layer. It is made up of single layer of parenchyma cells. Its outer wall is covered with the cuticle. It's protective in function. The main function of the which means outer. Okay, so the main function of the epidermis is protective in function. Okay, so next to cortex. The cortex region is divided into three regions. They are hypodermis. Hypodermis, which means it contains 3 to 6 layer of parenchyma cells. It gives mechanical support to the plant. Okay. Next, middle cortex region. It is made up of few layer of chlorenthema. Chlorenthema, listen, chlorenthema cells. It's involved in the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. You may mainly understand the terms. Chlorenthema cells give the mechanical support, and chlorenthema cells involved in the process of photosynthesis. Photo, which means light, synthesis, production. So in the presence of light, the plant produce food materials. Okay, so photosynthesis due to the presence of chloroplast. If the plant having chloroplast, chloro which means colored, so chloroplast green colored pigment which is present in the leaves. Okay, yeah, these portions are held for the process of photosynthesis. So next, inner cortex. It is made up of few layer of parenchyma cells. So there are one or few layers of parenchyma cells. It helps in gaseous exchange, where the gases are exchanged. Okay, like oxygen and carbon dioxide, and stores food material. Next, endodermis. It is the innermost layer. Endo, which means inner side. Okay, innermost layer of the cortex. It consists of a single layer of barrel-shaped cells. So if you see the cells, it's look like a barrel. Okay, these cells contain starch grains, fully starch grains. So it is also called starch sheet. These sheet is called as the starch sheet because they are mainly contain starch grains. Okay, so next is steel. The central part of the stem, inner to endodermis, is known as steel. Okay, so it contains like dicot root and monocot root. They have in pericycle, vascular band, and pith. Okay, pericycle occur between the vascular bundles and endodermis. Okay, it is a multi-layered parenchymatous with alternating patches of sclerenchyma. Here the parenchyma cells also present and the sclerenchyma cells also present. Next, vascular bundles. Vascular bundles are conjoined, which means already you may know conjoined. It's the type of vascular bundle. Here the xylem and phloem are present in the same radii. Next, collateral. Collateral, which means xylem is present in the central portion of the stem, and the phloem is present in the periphery. Okay. Next, endarc. So endarc, which means protoxylem lies towards the center, and the metaxylem lies towards the periphery. Okay, and open type. If the cambium is present, it is open or closed? Open type. Okay, so they are arranged in the form of ring around the peak. They are arranged in the form of rings. It look like a ring. Okay, so next, peak. The large central parenchyma zone with intercellular space is called peak. So it helps in the storage of food material. Here, the major difference between the dicot and monocot root is given. You may listen. Number of xylem in dicot root is tetra, which means only four xylem and phloems are present. Okay, so monocot root, poly, which means many, and cambium is present in the dicot root only in the secondary growth. Okay, so it doesn't present in the primary growth. Okay, so next, monocot root, the cambium is absent. Okay, next, secondary growth is present in dicot root, whereas in monocot root root, it is absent. Next, pith. Pith is absent in the dicot root and present in the monocot root. Okay. So next, internal structure of monocot stem. If you cut the monocot stem, you may be able to see the following structure under the microscope. Okay, epidermis. It is outermost layer. Epi, which means outer. Okay, so epidermis is the outermost layer. It is made up of single layer of parenchyma cells. Okay, so next, it is covered with thick cuticle. Here, the cuticle is fully covered. Multicellular hairs are absent. Multi, which means many. Many cellular hairs are absent, and stomata are also less in number. So, stomata is present only few numbers. Hypodermis, it is made up of few layers of sclerenchyma cells. So, these cells are only present in the hypodermis region. So, interrupted by chlorenchyma. Sclerenchyma cells are interrupted in arrangement. Okay, so interrupted by chlorenchyma. So, sclerenchyma provide mechanical support to the plant. Already, you may no, okay. Chlorenchyma cells are helpful in the process of photosynthesis. Okay. So next, ground tissue. The entire mass of parenchyma cells next to hypodermis is called as the ground tissue. Okay. Here, see uh, the structure of uh, stem. Okay. Epidermal hair, epidermis, hypodermis, cortex region, and the endodermis region, vascular bundles, and the pith. So here, the enlarged view of transverse section of dicot stem is given. See, epidermal hair, next cuticle is present, then epidermis, then the chlorenchyma cells and chlorenchyma cells, parenchyma, three different kinds of cells also present. Okay, so and the endodermis, next phloem, xylem, then the cambium. Okay, so pith. Okay. So next, ground tissue. The entire mass of parenchyma cells next to hypodermis and extending to the center is called ground tissue. It is not differentiated. Here the endodermis, cortex, pericycle, pith, there is no difference. Okay. Next, vascular bundle. Vascular bundle are skull shaped. Skull, which means uh, bone, head bone, skull shaped. Okay. And spread over in the ground tissue. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collegial. Already I told to you, conjoined, which means xylem and phloem are present in the same radius. Collegial, which means xylem in the center and phloem in the periphery, and endoc, which means protoxylem lies towards the center and metaxylem lies towards the periphery. Okay, and these vascular bundles are closed type. Each vascular bundle is surrounded by few layers of sclerenchyma cells called bundle sheath. These cells are called as the bundle sheath. Xylem. It consists of metaxylem and protoxylem. Xylem vessels are arranged in D or Y shape. Here, the vascular bundle, xylem. Xylem mainly conduct water. Okay. They are arranged in B or Y shaped. In mature vascular bundle, the lowermost protoxylem disintegrate. Protoxylem, which means primitive xylem, disintegrate and form a cavity. Cavity, which means hole. Okay, cavity. This is called protoxylem lacune. You may know the term protoxylem lacune is nothing but in mature vascular bundle, the protoxylem disintegrate, which means disappear to form a cavity. Okay, so the cavity is called as the protoxylem lacuna. Okay, next, phloem. It consists of sieve tubes. Sieve, which means the holes are present in the numerous holes are present in the filter. Okay, so sieve, which means filter. Okay, so sieve tubes, element and companion cells. Phloem, parenchyma and phloem fibers are absent here. Phloem, parenchyma cells and phloem fibers are absent. Next, pith. Pith is not differentiated in monocot stem. There is no difference in the pith in monocot stem. Okay, so if you see the diagram, here, cuticle, epidermis, hypodermis, chlorenchyma, vascular bundle, ground tissue, phloem, metaxylem, protoxylem, bundle shape. If you look, if you see the vascular bundles, really it look like a skull, like a head, okay, like a head bone, a skull. That's why it is called as the skull shape. Okay. Next, difference between dicot and monocot stem. Hypodermis. Hypodermis is made up of parenchyma cells. Okay. In monocot stem, the hypodermis is mainly made up of sclerenchyma cells. So next, ground tissue. Ground tissue is differentiated into cortex, endodermis, pericycle, and pith in dicot stem. Whereas in monocot stem, there is no difference. Okay, they are undifferentiated form of cells. In vascular bundles, dicot stem, they are less in number, uniform in size. They are similarly in size. Okay, arranged in a ring. Ring, it looks like a ring, open, bundle shape, absent. In monocot stem, vascular bundles are numerous, many numbers. Okay, smaller near periphery. Periphery, which means outer side. Okay, so they are near the outer, bigger in center. So center, in the center portion, the vascular bundle big in size. Outer region, they are smaller in size. Okay, they are scattered, not spread throughout the cells. Okay, so they are closed, bundle shape is present. Next, secondary growth is present in the dicot stem. In monocot stem, mostly absent. Secondary growth is absent. Okay. In pith, dicot stem is present. In monocot stem, pith is absent. Then medullary rays are present in the dicot stem. They are absent in the monocot stem. This is the major difference between the monocot stem and the dicot stem. Okay. You may learn the take these table. Okay, so you may know the difference, major difference between the dicot stem and the monocot stem. Next, internal structure of dicot are dorsoventral, dorsiventral, upper, dorso which means upper side, ventral which means lower side. If you see the leaves, this upper side is the dorsal, these ventral side is lower. Okay, so for example, mango is given here. The transverse section of leaf show the following structure. If you cut the transverse section of leaf, the following structures are able to see under the microscope. For example, upper epidermis, there is the difference. Okay, so epidermis upper and lower. So upper epidermis, the outermost layer made up of single layer of parenchyma cell without intercellular space. Here there is no space present. Okay, the outer walls of the cells are cuticularized. Cuticularized, which means the cuticles are present. Okay, thick cuticles are present. Next, stomata are less in number here. So upper epidermis having only few stomata. Okay, so next you may see the diagram. The cuticular layer is present, upper epidermis, lower epidermis, palisade and parenchyma, xylem, spongy parenchyma, phloem, bundle sheath, stomata, epidermal hairs are present. Okay, so lower epidermis. Lower epidermis, it is a single layer of parenchyma cells with a thin cuticle. It contains numerous stomata. So lower epidermis having many number of stomata holes. Okay, chloroplasts are present only in the God cells. So if you see the structure of stomata, the stomata is surrounded by guard cells. Okay, the guard cells are having chloroplast. Okay, the lower epidermis help in exchange of gases. Here the gases are exchanged. The loss of water vapor facilitated through these chambers. Here only the stomata, the water are evaporated. Okay, so the stomata helps in the process of transpiration. So next, mesophyll. Mesophyll is nothing but the tissue present between the upper and lower epidermis. Mesophyll is nothing but, if you see the image, the tissues present between the upper and lower epidermis is called as the mesophyll. Okay, so it is differentiated. In dicot leaf, the mesophyll cells are differentiated into palisade parenchyma and the spongy parenchyma. So the palisade parenchyma is found just below the upper epidermis. So it is found below the upper epidermis. The cells are elongated, which means long cells, elongated, neelamana. Okay, These cells have more number of chloroplasts. Here, the number of chloroplasts are high. These cells have more number of chloroplasts. The cells do not have intercellular space. Here, there is no space present between the intercellular. Intercellular, which means next in between the cells. Okay, in between the cells, there is no space present. They take part in the photosynthesis. Next, spongy parenchyma. It is found below the palisade parenchyma. It found next to the palisade parenchyma cells. Cells are almost spherical, which means round. Okay, round shape, or oval, or irregularly arranged. There is no shape. Okay, irregular arrangement. Cells have intercellular space. Here, the space present between the cells. Okay. It helps in the gaseous exchange. You may listen palisade parenchyma helpful in the process of photosynthesis, spongy parenchyma helpful in the process of gaseous exchange. Okay. So next, vascular bundles. Vascular bundles are midrib in large is larger. So midrib, which means the middle rib is larger. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, and closed. So each vascular bundle is surrounded by a sheet of parenchymatous cells called bundle sheet. So each vascular bundle consists of xylem lying towards the upper epidermis and phloem towards the lower epidermis. If you see the diagram, xylem is present in the upper side, phloem is present in the lowermost side portion. Okay. So next, internal structure of monocot are isobilateral. Iso, which means say bilateral by two. If you cut the bilaterally, which means if you cut the leaf, you may getting two equal portions. Okay, isobilateral, iso same. Each side is looking similar. The transection of monocot leaf reveal the following structure. So if you cut the monocot leaf, you may able to see the following structures. They are epidermis. Monocot leaf has the upper and lower epidermis like a dicot leaf. So epidermis is made up of parenchyma cells. Cuticle is present on the outer wall. Stomata are present on both upper and lower epidermis. Some cells of upper epidermis are large and thin-walled. They are known as bulliform cells. There are some cells in the epidermis bigger in size. They are called as the bulliform cells. Okay. Next, mesophyll. It's a ground tissue that is present between both epidermal layer. Mesophyll is not differentiated. In dicot leaf, mesophyll is differentiated into palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. In monocot leaf, there is no difference. Okay, so mesophyll cell is not differentiated. Palisade parenchyma, the cells are irregularly arranged. The arrangement is irregular in shape. With intercellular space, there are large number of spaces are present between the cells. These cells contain chloroplast. Chloroplast, which means green color pigment, okay, which is helpful in the process of photosynthesis. So vascular bundles, large number of vascular bundles are present, some of which are small and some are larger. Each vascular bundle is surrounded by parenchyma bundle sheet. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, and closed. Conjoined, which means xylem and phloems are present in the same radii, you may know, and collateral, which means xylem present in the center, phloem present in the periphery, and closed type. Okay, xylem is present towards the upper epidermis and phloem towards the lower epidermis. Okay, if you see the diagram, the upper epidermis and lower epidermis, they are more or less similar. Upper epidermis also having stomata, lower epidermis also having stomata. Okay. Here there is no difference between the palisade and spongy parenchyma. These cells are parenchymatous, they are irregularly arranged and the intercellular spaces are present. Okay, if you see cuticle. Next, bulliform cells. In upper epidermis, there is a large sized cells. They are called as the bulliform cells. Okay, bulliform cells, upper epidermis. Next, mesophyll, bundle sheath, and xylem and phloem. Xylem is lies towards the upper epidermis, phloem is lies towards the lower epidermis. So next, you may see the difference between dicot and monocot leaf. Dicot leaf is dorsiventral. Dorsi, which means upper and lower. Okay, dorsiventral. Monocot leaf, iso, say isobilateral. Mesophilus differentiated into palisade and spongy parenchyma in dicot leaf. In monocot leaf, Mesophilus not differentiated into palisade and spongy parenchyma. These are the major differences present between the monocot and the dicot leaf. Okay, so next plastic. Dear students, next class we will see about the plastic. Okay, so thank you. Up to this, we stop.